Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and we're here watching your girl Tunes again. She did Wonder Woman from Injustice. Now, this girl doesn't realize that Wonder Woman in any Elseworld DC story, unless it's the mainline universe or I don't know. I haven't read Absolute Batman yet, or the Absolute Universe, but I've been hearing crazy ass things. My nephew is like, "Yo, this shit is crazy." Not like that, but still. He comes at me and he's showing me some crazy things, like the design of the Joker and Bane. Woo! But again, I just haven't had the time to really read them or go on Comics Explained, even though I probably should. Maybe I should do reactions to Comics Explained. Let me know in the comments if you guys know anything about that, because I'll react to those things. If you guys want me to. But yeah, yeah, she's a special kind of bitch in this story. God, I think the only Elseworld story that Wonder Woman wasn't a complete bitch was the Red Sun universe. But that one's fucked up, so we won't get into that. So, yeah. Wonder Woman's a complete bitch in Injustice. And really, it kind of makes no sense, like her going after Superman, her always having a thing for Superman. I always wanted to see how the Injustice superheroes started. Like, I want them to write a comic, basically them forming the Justice League. Maybe have Superman have slight tendencies towards violence early on, have Wonder Woman have a thing for Superman, but then be pissed off that he's going for Lois. That like a whole bunch of shit can happen in these things. So, yeah. Let's hear her opinion on Injustice Wonder Woman, because I know she's going to have some shit to say. She's going to curse this girl out. And yeah, I guess that's all we got here. So please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe. I think I deserve it. And remember, it's time for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Yes, they are.
I knew your lasso wouldn't hold you for long.
Deathstroke. Yeah.
You were offered amnesty, Deathstroke. You
Should have taken it.
And missed my chance to battle Superman's rebound girl?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How dare you? I'm an Amazon.
Yeah. Barely.
An obsolete race with predictable techniques.
Hey. Hey.
I mean, was he lying though?
Nope. Except the Amazons.
Baddies, but absolute fatties that turn heads. You got women who could step on you. You say
I'm sorry, what?
Baddies, but absolute fatties that turn heads.
I never understood why he's staring at this girl, because his girlfriend is prettier than her, so black. Maybe that's why he was staring at her, because he looks just like his girl. But yeah.
You got women who could step on you. You say thank you, and the ones you happily offer your life to
calm
on a
down.
silver platter. Baddies, give me the cookie and my life is yours. DC is overflowing with amazing, terrifying, gorgeous women.
Yes.
But with all the iconic queens come a fair share of messes.
Yeah.
And at the top of that list, Injustice
Wonder Woman.
Out of every questionable character interpretation ever cooked up, Injustice Diana might be one of the most damaging to her entire legacy.
Terrible.
Like, Diana, aren't you supposed to be the paragon of love and kindness, and you're making moves like this over some dick?
To be fair, though, the paragon of love and kindness sure loves to kill a lot of things. You should have watched a lot of the goddamn previous Wonder Woman movies. Like, Hippolyta was in a war with Ares. A war. So, with the god of war. And they had sex. So, yeah. They were always filling the female archetypes, saying one thing but then meaning another in certain situations. Come on, ladies. You can't tell me you're not all a bunch of freaking hypocrites. And there's also going for the bad boy.
So why do good girls like bad guys? I had this question for a real long
cliche, ain't it?
Especially one that doesn't want you. You are in Lois Lane.
She doesn't.
You'll never be Lois Lane.
No.
That was wifey for Superman. That was endgame right there. It was also giving me the major ick that Diana was seducing and manipulating a grieving man. A man who lost his wife and unborn child. Diana Prince, you are the princess of Themyscira.
It is.
Emphasis on the word princess. You can get any man or woman in the DC universe. Girl, dick is in abundance out here acting like a $5 floozy. Superman doesn't want your crusty, musty Amazon coochie. He's the lowest sex. Is either nobody. Playing both games and reading the comics, Injustice Wonder Woman
especially
got
the comics,
to be the worst and aggravating love interest that has ever appeared. If you somehow miss Injustice entirely, wherever you've been for the last decade, to give you a quick recap, the whole series takes place in an alternative DC universe where everything goes horribly, catastrophically wrong. It all starts when the Joker pulls off his most unhinged stunt yet. He tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane and nuking Metropolis.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask this right now. To all my fans out there, all my subscribers, everybody, was this out of pocket for the Joker? Like, when he did this, didn't it seem out of pocket? Like, what was the Joker smoking that day? Where he decided, you know what? I'm going to blow up Metropolis and fuck with Superman, as well as make him kill his own wife with a pregnant little child in him. I think that would be a jolly good laugh, wouldn't it? I don't know why I went British there for a second, but okay. And Harley of all people, was like, okay, Mr. J. Did a demon possess them from another fucking dimension? Like, Jesus, that's like the only explanation, because Joker, the worst he did before this was try and kill Batman. Like, seriously, or poison Gotham's water supply, which, I mean, Gotham is a cesspool of toxins and whatever, so if anything, he made an improvement, so. But, like, I mean, then he just blows up an entire city just to fuck with Superman and let himself be killed? Like, did he just get bored with Batman or something? I think that's even what he says in the beginning.
Who is giving and trusting the Joker with a nuclear bomb?
But again, oh my God, see, I'm going to get this. There are way too, but then it also makes sense because there are way too many villains in the DC universe that trust the Joker and then immediately are like, I shouldn't have trusted that motherfucker. Like, yeah, Ra's al Ghul is one of them. And again, the guy has been a massive terrorist. Like, you remember that movie, Justice League Doom, where it's Vandal Savage gets all the villains together to try and take down the Justice League with their weaknesses using Batman's contingency plans? Yeah, that was originally Ra's al Ghul, which again, I thought would have made a better villain for the movie rather than Vandal Savage. Why can't they just leave him in the Arrowverse TV show and have Ra's al Ghul? Because again, Ra's al Ghul is a better villain for that.
And this wouldn't be the first time someone gave Joker a nuke. Superman has a justified crash out and murders the Joker. Then, in his grief and rage, he goes full authoritarian and establishes a global dictatorship to ensure nothing like that ever happens again. No crime, no chaos, and no freedom.
Nope.
If you disagree with the regime, Superman's dealing with you personally. Batman, horrified by what his best friend has become, pulls together a scrappy underground resistance composed of heroes and villains alike. His insurgency is basically the only thing standing between the world and Superman's Iron Fist peace. Former allies and suddenly enemies, the Justice League is split down the middle, and the whole planet is caught in the crossfire. By the time the first game kicks off, this civil war has already been raging for about 5 years.
It's almost done.
For the chaos that unfolds in the game and its sequel. Now that you're caught up, let's dive into the mess that is Injustice Wonder Woman. What makes this version of Wonder Woman so trifling is that Diana saw an opportunity to rock her world with a broken, devastated Superman. And I'm just like, Diana, you can't wait till this woman is 6 feet in the dirt before becoming the rebound? Remember, Harley and Joker killed Jimmy Olsen, someone Superman sees as a best friend. He just lost the love of his life, his unborn child, the city of Metropolis, in the death of 11 million
people
weighing on his shoulders. Instead of being a homegirl and providing her friendship and appropriately soothing his pain, she rolled the Man of Steel into clapping the earth. It got so bad to the point where Zeus, the ruler of Olympus and the king of the Greek gods,
he was like,
had to spin the block on Superman and his little regime. The gods were not amused by Superman declaring himself Earth's new ruler. So Zeus sends Batman and an entire army of Amazons to the Hall of Justice with one simple message: step down or die. Superman hesitates, but Diana, nah, she was like, I want a trial by combat. One champion from each side fight to the death. The regime accepts. Diana volunteers, but Superman was like, nah, I got this. I can fight.
No!
But Batman, being big brain, chooses Diana as his champion to fight Superman. Diana loses it and attacks Bruce, even though the trial by combat was her fucking idea. And then Zeus pulls up and forces the trial to begin by threatening Diana's mama. Superman and Diana go at it viciously. He begs her to yield. She refuses. She breaks his leg, gouges at his eyes, and snaps his elbow. Superman gets back up, fights harder, but Diana easily has the upper hand and is about to kill him before Sinestro swoops in and stops Diana and teases Clark for losing to a woman. Clark pimp slaps him for an insult. Then the Olympian gods arrive in full force, demanding Superman surrender or die. Diana tells Clark, don't give in. The gods order Superman to abandon his false throne and leave the Hall of Justice. A massive fight erupts. Hercules ends up fighting Hal Jordan and is seconds away from killing him when Diana and Superman tag team him. Hercules launches Clark into space and begins choking out Diana until Shazam barrels in and beats Hercules down.
They were gonna get their asses kicked
out of the sky and kills Hercules with a single hit. The gods retaliate and fire a plague arrow straight into Superman. Shazam, furious, tears through the gods one by one until a blast of lightning forces him back into Billy. Zeus arrives and reveals that Billy has been stripped of his powers entirely. He threatens to kill everyone, starting with the child, unless Superman surrenders. Superman orders the regime to stand down for now. Later, we see him make a deal with
Hades, Ares.
Of war.
My bad.
I don't know, Superman. The last guy that made a deal with Ares didn't end well for anybody.
Yeah, Kratos is not canon to that universe. You should have used the whole. You should have used a better example. Would have been Ares in the Wonder Woman movie.
Also, what in the hell is the power scaling in Injustice?
Yeah, I know.
Who the fuck wrote this? Anyway, back to the Joker. Now, there are over 1 billion people who live on Earth, and if anyone deserved to get clapped out of existence, it's the Joker. This genocidal maniac somehow got his hands on a nuke and thought it was a brilliant idea to mess with the last son of Krypton. His death was 100% deserved, and Superman killing him was completely justified. I don't condone the mess he was doing after the Joker's death. He didn't need to cook Billy's head in like that.
No.
And I apologize in advance to the diehard Batman fans, but everything that happened to Superman is his fault.
What?
The Joker is the cancer, yes, but Batman is the doctor who caught it and had the potential to treat it early on, but stood by and did nothing.
That's not his fault.
Spread and festered for so long. I don't know why.
That's not his fault, though. He doesn't kill people. And not only that, if anything, if you want to go that far, it's the fucking Gotham PD's fault for not keeping Joker locked up. Like, seriously, why the hell is it so easy for people to break out of anything Gotham related? That's the real issue here. That is the real issue. And don't even forget, Superman doesn't kill a lot of his enemies either. He's never killed Lex Luthor. He's never killed Parasite. Oh, God. He's never killed... I mean, he can't kill Doomsday or Darkseid. He basically can't. But any of the other low-tier villains that make issues there, he's never killed any of them. They're still alive. So, if you want to go that far, you're going to have to consider all the bullshit that you're talking about.
Batman is acting stunned that Big Blue just killed Joker. I'm 1000% sure that if Joker did this to any other hero, their response would have been the exact same. You really expect someone to keep a calm, level head and be peaceful after losing everything?
Yes.
Even Damien, the demon brat from hell, clocked his father for his nonsense.
Yeah.
Coward. We are at war with these animals. You think you're better than him? You let the Joker keep on killing. You couldn't save Lois or Jason or anyone.
She said Jason.
Low-key, Batman really should have ended the Joker after Jason's death, but here's the reason why he didn't. The Joker actually became Iran's international ambassador, which granted him full diplomatic immunity, meaning he was legally untouchable. Well, that version of him in the comics, I don't know about in the Injustice universe.
They don't. Nope.
And just like with Wonder Bread, she made Superman feel like a god among men, whispering sweet nothings and feeding his worst impulses.
You're right.
Diana weaponizes Superman's grief, twisting his pain into justification for global domination. Like, yes, I know Superman made horrific choices on his own, but he's also got a very persuasive snake coiling around his thoughts. Wonder Bread becomes his right hand in the One Earth regime, and let's be real, basically his rebound, side chick, appetizer, and the warm bed waiting for him at night. Even before the...
I'm sorry, I have to disagree again. I never saw Clark ever sleep with this woman. Ever. The only implication that you get is that she comes out in a sexy uniform. But it could be that Clark was just been ignoring her this whole time, and then he's still ignoring her advances right then and there. Very, very possible as well.
Regime was formed, she was already showing excitement over Superman's growing shift toward a more militant worldview. She deliberately preyed on Superman's fears, tugging at every loose thread in his psyche to push his darkest desires even further. When he killed Lex, all it took was a couple of people calling him out on his clownery. Next thing you know, he's ready to put belt to ass on all of Gotham instead of, I don't know, taking accountability for himself and accepting that his actions have consequences. He really expected the Homelander treatment.
Yeah, well, that was a dream. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Yes, that wasn't a dream. Well, yeah, he's Trump in that universe.
And guess who was waiting right beside him, nurturing that fear?
So I have a problem with you. Trust you will be dealt with. Period.
She's basically encouraging and hyping Superman to murder millions of innocent people who have nothing to do with his problems. I like to think Wonder Woman and Lois were friends, but damn, not you being a side chick to the dead chick.
Cal,
This
I know
is
you didn't lose
pathetic.
your super hearing.
Pathetic.
Are you okay with this? With us?
Pathetic.
Of course.
I'm not trying to replace her.
Yes, you are!
Why you always lying?
Oh my god. Stop fucking lying!
I honestly believe Diana is secretly a succubus. The whole movie validated every brutal choice he made. That it was fine Joker died. Actually, I validate him killing Joker because he was doing too much.
Yeah.
Stealing a nuke, kidnapping Lois, making this man soup, believing he's fighting Doomsday, only to realize too late he was beating the brakes off his wife? Does that make him a wife beater even though it was unintentional? So yeah, if we're talking about deaths in the Injustice universe, Joker getting packed up, I'm not losing sleep over it. I know Batman is though. Wonder Bread goes on to tell him that, oh, it's fine to massacre an entire prison, fine to kill every villain preemptively for the greater good, but nah. The way Superman pulled up to the prison was crazy. It's not like they're going anywhere. Wait, what prison is this?
Arkham.
I was getting severe flashbacks to the time the Powerpuff Girls continuously jumped Mojo even though he was locked behind bars.
Yeah.
Even if Superman got his way, a world without villains, crime snuffed out before it ever happens, where does the line actually end?
Yeah,
How
right.
far is too far? For Wonder Bread, she crossed that bloodstained line a hot minute ago and has no regrets. Superman was drowning, and instead of helping him reach the surface,
she pushed him down
further into never-ending darkness. This is why I love and adore Batman and Superman's relationship, because Bruce saw this man was going through so much. He was going through grief. He needed help. Basically telling him, hey, no matter how much you fall, I will be there to help and catch you. But guess who was in the way?
We can beat them, Cal. Brainiac, Batman, they both go down today.
Look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head.
Lewis! Lewis!
Yes! Lewis!
Lewis! Lewis! Lewis! Lewis!
Mom!
Lewis! Lewis!
My two personal favorite parts in Injustice are when both Harley and Scarecrow clocked Wonder Woman, and what makes this even more hilarious is that they're both Batman villains. The Scarecrow scene in Injustice 2 perfectly captures what she has turned into. She doesn't fear losing Clark romantically, she fears him snapping out of his grief-fueled haze and realizing she encouraged his worst decisions. She sees herself corrupting Superman. That's another one of her deepest fears, the realization that she's the one that pushed him past the point of no return. Because fears don't lie, they always be telling the truth. And the toxins simply forced the truth she's been burying, that she helped shove Superman so far across the moral line that there's no walking him back. It's utterly strange that in that moment, Scarecrow, a madman
fucking villain,
fear toxins for a sadistic delight in subjecting others to his experiments on the manipulation of fear, was perceived as the good guy instead of Wonder Woman. And then
nobody perceived him as the good guy. He just made more sense than Wonder Woman. He just made more sense. That was it. He's not a good man. He is an evil motherfucker. Like, especially the goddamn Arkham series. No, he's never a good guy.
It's the lasso of truth, which she's wrapped in it with Bat guy instead of Wonder Woman. And then there's the lasso of truth, which she's wrapped in it with Batman standing right in front of her.
I need you to tell me the truth.
You can't turn your back on him. He needs you.
That's why I came.
Diana knows deep down inside she is not what Superman needs. What he needs is a friend that will walk him back. Just a quick reminder, the Injustice movie version of Wonder Bread was far less villainous. Movie Diana wasn't as much of a manipulative instigator, but in the games and comics, girl, she was a whole different breed. Joker lit the fuse, sure, but she kept the fire going and made sure Superman stayed in the ashes. And now, the best part of Injustice 2, Harley Quinn, my baby, is giving Wonder Bread the tongue lashing of a lifetime.
She's had enough, Wonder Bread.
This isn't your business, clown.
You heard bats. No killing.
You lecture me. How much blood is on your leg?
What?
Oh, bucket's full, honey. I was trying too hard to impress the wrong guy. Kinda like you with Superman.
Yeah.
She ate and left no crumbs. No lies were told. Keep in mind, Harley's a licensed therapist. When she calls out this kind of BS, it's backed up by a PhD. This version of Harley Quinn is so beautiful to me. She owns up to the crimes she committed instead of pretending they don't exist, and then she hits Diana with the real truth. Their motivations weren't so different. They were both doing this for some dick, for a man. Harley followed the Joker around out of twisted devotion and a desperate need for approval. Wonder Bread in this universe has been doing the exact same thing. Just swap Joker for Superman. Harley calling that out is enough to shatter Diana's delusion for a half a second. And she absolutely snaps. In utter rage, Wonder Woman tries to kill her, proving just how far gone she really is. By this point, Diana isn't the paragon of truth or compassion anymore. She's someone who can't bear to look in the mirror without lashing out at whoever's holding it up. There's a delicious irony in a reformed Harley Quinn giving a lecture to a corrupted Wonder Woman. Sometimes the only way a hero learns just how far off the rails they've gone is from a villain pointing it out. Harley
she did not learn.
Shines here. That PhD in psychology ain't just for shits and giggles, you know. know? She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's probably fully aware she's tempting Wonder Woman to strike. She becomes both strategist and a martyr, taking a literal sword to the gut just to prove a point to Supergirl. Harley starts a chain of events that leads to tipping the scales in their favor by opening Supergirl's eyes. I know for a fact Wonder Bread was sick that she got called out by 2 villains. Mind you, Scarecrow and Harley are certified doctors with PhDs.
They are.
They know what they're talking about. Wonder Bread brought shame to herself, shame to the gods, shame to her mama, shame to her sister.
Her mama!
On what it means to be an Amazon.
Yep.
Just shame all around.
Dishonor.
Yes.
Whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor.
You dishonor on your cow.
Even Wonder Woman from the main timeline had to catch hands with herself for not only disgracing the Wonder Woman name, but also doing all this buffoonish clownery over a man that...
But she still didn't learn her fucking lesson. That's why I'm telling you, you said like, she was able to see clearly after Harley Quinn pointed it out. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. The fact that she tried to kill her afterwards, showing that she was trying to bury the whole situation right then and there. Literally.
Didn't even want her like that. What makes me even more furious at the end of the day, Wonder Woman ain't doing this to avenge Lois, the unborn baby, or the 11 million people
she didn't. It
that
said
died
Super Dick.
in Metropolis. She is nothing more than a vindictive, wicked, down bad bruja. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the
I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, she did make a couple of mistakes there with the other characters, but I totally agree with her 100%. 1D in that thing. And I wish they would continue it. Why the hell did they stop making those games? There was still a freaking good, like, a good few games you could have gotten out of that story. I don't know. Where's Injustice 3 at? And they better still make Wonder Woman a bitch. Because if that's true what they did in that movie, that's bullshit. Like, they made her less villainous in that movie. Please! Like, really? You ruined the whole dynamic of the story. You'd love to hate Wonder Woman in that. At least I do. I don't know anybody else who's going to be like, get Wonder Woman out of this. She's so bitchy. No. People love to hate on this bitch when she's there. Because, again, in the Elseworld stories, Wonder Woman is some of the biggest title of bitch you've ever seen in your life. So, let me know what you guys have read in the past to agree with how bitchy Wonder Woman can be in Elseworld stories. And please, smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content. And subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos. And I'll see you on the next episode.